So we're just on path now, heading up Coniston Old Man, or Old Man of Coniston, whichever way you know it. Parked up right by the lake in like a boating centre. Just walk through the village to get here onto the path now. I'll give you a little flyover now so you can have a little look at the route that we're taking today. So there doesn't look to be much visibility on today's route, quite overcast, quite claggy, but it's just nice to be out in the fresh air. One thing to note is that about 7 or 8 years ago, this is the first hike that me and Sean did together when he was training for his mountain leader qualification, and he was asking like he needed to take people in to get his hours on the mountains guiding, and I dropped him a message and said I want to learn some basic navigation. So we came up and did some nav across Old Man of Coniston. Had a great day out, and that's kind of where I like re-fell in love with the mountains, from stuff that I'd done when I was a kid to into my adult life. So it's kind of boss it being full circle, coming back to doing this route, or different route but same mountain 8 years later. I know. The old mine cables there, meant for pulling things up that. Lovely views today. So just come to where the old mines are here, and there's a sign here that I'll show you in a sec saying 1690 to 1960 these mines ran. Educational site, now heritage site. So there the sign, Saddlestone. 1690 to 1960. Look at this. Brandley Engineering, Leeds. Looks like it's been an old motor unit for pulling the mine cars up. Oh. That's where we just walked up from on that path. And then there's the views that we can see today. Obviously those big steel wires that we saw before was meant for hauling carts up to here, or controlling them down the mountain with the slate that would have been mined here. It's just a shame that it's not a clear day, but it's so nice here in terms of it's like, you know, not too hot, not too cold. It's just very, very quiet, very still and eerie almost, you know. Think about the amount of people who would have walked up and down here to work in the mines, obviously over the past couple of 100 years. Incredible. Looks like the entrance to one of the mine shafts there, just up on a little bit of a higher part now. So this one says 1740 to 1950 this area would have operated. And again, it just shows like how the buildings obviously withstand time. Obviously they've collapsed a bit now, but the fact that the framework and the structures pretty much are still here to see is quite incredible. 1740 to 1950. We were just saying then as well about like how the people who would have come up here, like, you know, you're living in a house with like no central heating, you know, you probably don't have breakfast most days, you've got like a loaf of bread for dinner, that's it for the week, a cup of tea maybe if you're lucky. You've got nothing much and you're just coming up here to work. But is that hard? Because you would never have had a perception of anything else. You'd never have had a perception of like having a warm blanket, having central heating, you know, having like really nice food. So is that hard to the individual? Did they still find it hard, or was that just their way of life that they just got on with? Obviously it's so easy today to see and compare and contrast lives to other people, but back then you just had to do it and you just had to get on. I suppose that's lessons that we can take away today into our own lives, is that it's just that cards in the hands that you've been dealt, and you're the person who can change it or not if you don't want to. That's completely up to yourselves. But yeah, being in a place like this really just makes you think. First bit of snow on the mountain, been some like icy patches, but mainly just that's the first bit of actual hard snow that we've seen. It's still not too bad underfoot, it's pretty soft, not too slippy, he says, but we'll see as we get on. It's not like that today. So lovely and fresh up here with snow on the mountain. A little bit slippy underfoot, but not too bad. A few people are there almost sliding the ways back down, which is quite funny, but honestly, like, even though you can't see out, just the feeling of like being exposed on the mountain with the cold fresh air and that, and it's not actually that cold. I'm only in a base layer and a fleece, so yeah, just incredible. Just so nice to be out breathing the fresh air up here. I'm not too even sure how far away we are from the summit, just because can't see anything in front, so I don't think we're far away though. Just at the top now of the Old Man. Just under 2 hours to get up, minus the little trip to the shop as well on the way up, but yeah, lovely little walk that. Not too strenuous, and it's pretty much not much more elevation now. We just handrail around the top and then come back on the way down, which will be hopefully not too icy on the way down. Don't want to be slipping. You can see here where it's been snowing and the winds blew it sideways. The ice has formed and it's just melting now, but crazy the shapes of it. Oh, big bit of ice falling there. All melting now. It's not even that cold up here now, it's really warm. Not much wind at all either, but yeah, views behind the cloud invasion, stunning. Honestly incredible. Come here, Latsy. Come here, good girl. Good girl. Just on the summit of Crag, which is the second Wainwright of the day. I think there's 3 in total, so we've got 1 more to go. I can't remember the name of the last one now. But we start making like a descent now from here, basically. Yeah, can't really see anything still. Just a few cloud inversions you can see. We're spinning around in the distance. Old Man, just over there. So Old Man of Coniston, where we've just come from. And obviously we went round, traversed around that ridge line, and then back over here onto Crag. Right, it was a little scramble to get up here, so going to switch the camera off to scramble back down, and then we'll head over and start making our way down on the descent. View again over to Old Man there. So it's Pike, the last one that we're heading over towards now. That'll be our last Wainwright of the day, and then heading down basically onto a road all the way back in. I've eaten all my 3 Snickers now, so yeah, I've got one ham roll left, and then we've got pub scoff to finish the day anyway. So yeah, it'll just be nice now on the way down. We've done really well for time today, which is quite good. A lot of the training I've been doing recently has like helped with my mountain legs, fortunately, considering I haven't been out in the hills that much at all in the past year. So enjoy this last bit of the walk now, enjoy the last bit in the mountains, because I don't know when I'm going to get back into them, unfortunately, within the next month, but hopefully we'll get some plans going forwards to bag some more Wainwrights, because we love it up here in the lakes. So maybe get a few more in before the summer. You see goats water down there. Oh yeah, I was just thinking that. You can just see Sean in the distance over there. What's that? Up in the clouds, it is literally just like this, and it probably doesn't look that good on camera, but yeah, you do still appreciate it, even though you haven't got like the views right the way out where you can see for miles. Sometimes you don't need that. It is just being what you're within, and that's the day. Like every time you come up a mountain, it's a different mountain, and you should be a different person as well. So you learn to appreciate it in different ways. Like, I mean, the first time I done Old Man with Sean, what, 8 years ago, 7 years ago, whenever it was. I mean, I just wanted to come up inexperienced, obviously learn some basic navigation and see how many views I could get, and you know, see the views, get some nice photos. Whereas now, I just appreciate being out, and as much as today I've got some nice photos and obviously got some nice videos for yourselves, I think it's quite important to just enjoy the mountain for what it is, and just obviously the exercise of where the things I'm training for at the moment, but also just the freedom and the peace away from everything that we have in our day-to-day lives. Just all of this and all what it has and the Lake District has to offer. Buck pike. Right, so we're on the last bit of road now, heading back into Coniston, and this is like just a steep road. I remember driving up it in the car a couple of years ago, and it was steep then in a car, and just coming down it now doesn't half play havoc on your knees, especially like the last mile or so. We just ticked off, we've done 9 miles in 5 hours, which, considering we stopped for photos and stuff and just like took it easy as a walk, is quite a decent pace today. And then obviously just the weather was perfect for it, never too hot, or too hot to start with because it did heat up quite a bit, but never too hot or too cold. But yeah, get down this hill now knowing that the end is in sight, and then we can sit down, rest our legs in the pub, get some scoff, get something to drink, and then head on back and live to fight another day, as long as my knees make this last bit now, because I don't know if you can see it behind me, but that's gopping. So that's it, we're back at the car, so I'm going to sign this video off here. Really appreciate everybody watching. Tired now. I had me burger in the pub, which I didn't get a chance to film because it just didn't even touch the sides. Yeah, Sean said he'd left the car unlocked, but he didn't. So yeah, signing this video off. Obviously, great walk today. Literally the warm fire in the pub has just put me right to sleep. But that's what we love, just great experience, you know, getting out, great company, great weather, just great day walking. Right, so sign this one off. Please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace.